Hi everyone, welcome back to the Fellowship of Stealth. Today I am at a state park that's a trail. I think it's about 37 miles long or so, and there's a little bit of property on each side of it, and it's very busy, popular for biking, dog walking, just hiking. I'm gonna go and find a spot. I'm gonna go do a little reconnaissance mission here, find where I want to go in. Then I'm going to come back and grab my gear, and then I'm going to go. So come along with me. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of a hike down this trail. I already checked out on Google Earth and on one of the apps that I use kind of where I want to be. I want to see how it looks to get in, how far I might have to go in since the vegetation's not grown yet, and then find a place to park because I can't park there. There's signs that they'll tow you if you leave your car, so I'm gonna have to park around the corner, walk in, walk down once I find the spot. On this side of the trail there is a paintball field, and played there many times a long time ago, not any time recently, but there is a paintball field. On the other side, I don't know what that is. It's the back side of, I don't know if that's just storage or condos, but there are houses over here. But once we get down, there's going to be a little bit of forest on either side. Okay, I just crossed a little road that's gated. It's an access road up to like an old silo. It says it's a water treatment area. On the other side behind me here, there's houses. This side, there's actually a little hill that goes up, and then behind it is some property there. I think that's where I want to get up and be, but I'm going to go just a tad bit farther. All right, there's a trail right there. That's going to be my access point. I'm not that far from the car, so I'm going to head back. I'm going to come back with my stuff. I'm going to go in right there, and then I'm going to head a little bit back because it opens up. And actually today I'm not doing the hammock. Today I'm going to try out my new Bivy. I don't think it's going to be too difficult getting in. This is a busy trail. I've already been passed by a number of bikers, dog walkers, people just walking. But this equipment over here kind of blocks the trail from where you park. So if I can get close to where I need to cut in, and that's blocking this way, really all I got to do is watch the other way, and then boom, I'm right in. All right, parked at that church behind me there. Once again a church, but it's a good place to park. I don't think there's any risk of getting towed or getting a ticket or anything. And if you'll look behind me here, this is the road that goes and crosses the trail where it's gated and goes up to that silo. So the entrance point, there's two actually. The one I saw that's dirt looks real promising, but there's another one that goes up a slight hill, but it's all grass. So I'll see which one gives me the best opportunity as I get up to it here. Okay, this is where the trail crosses this road. Straightforward is not where we're going, but you can see the silo. We're going to be off to the side over here. Okay, with a little luck, we can make this quick. This pack is squeaking and it's driving me nuts. No one is behind me, and I think someone's just so far down the way in front of me it won't matter. Okay. Oh my god, that squeak. I've got my pack loaded different. I've got different stuff in it, and the squeak is driving me nuts right now. Okay. Once again, quick check behind. There's no one. If you look that way, just the dog walkers. I'm actually going to go in here instead of at that dirt path that I found. I'm going up. And now the key is to get away from the path as quickly as I can. I don't want anyone seeing me coming in here. I think it should be good. All right, let's explore up here a bit. Okay, as you can see, it's pretty open. That gate down there is actually the edge of the paintball property. And this is a nice big open area. I should be able to find a great spot to try this new Bivy ad up here. Okay, this, I'm assuming, leads over to that dirt trail that I was gonna come up. Look at the trees. We had some bad snow storms at the end of winter, heavy snow and some ice, and a lot of the trees around here really didn't fare so well. But I think this leads to that other trail. I'm just gonna see which way it turns around the corner here. A split in the trail. Now normally I would say always go left. I'm fairly certain that would lead us out and take us right back to the trail where I originally was planning to come in. But as a foolish man might say, let's go right. Well, the way is closed. At least to easy passage. I think we'll risk it and see what's around the bend, because I'm pretty sure this circles around to an old gravel pit. When there's a pack on your back, things that are normally very, very simple are not, oh, suddenly so simple. Okay. I can see it goes up a big hill around the corner there. Look at that little guy. Not sure if you saw him. There he is. A little garter snake. Okay, looking over there, it's a hill. It's a big hill that goes up, and on the other side I know is that big gravel pit. It's also pretty thick and looks swampy kind of at the bottom of the hill. So I'm just going to circle back and go all the way back to the start where that big opening was when we first came in, and find a concealed spot there and set up camp. That's also closer to the trail, which adds an increased element of danger. But what did I tell you? Right is always a folly, left is always the choice. Okay, easier time navigating back through that fallen tree than the initial attempt. Here we are, back to the opening, and let's try to find a good spot here. I'm thinking to the left. We can find something that's a little bit more concealed. Wonder if we could go just over here. Just give us a little bit more cover from that trail. There's a nice grassy spot right there. Thorns. I hate thorns. I did manage to put tick spray on today. Oh, I think this might be a winner right here. Look at this. Yeah, this will be it. This will be camp for the night. I'm gonna drop my pack and probably have a beer before I do anything else. Okay, changing plans. I dropped the pack, but the beer's gonna wait. The sky is a little dark over there. There is a 30% chance of rain coming up. Leads into like a 40% chance. I was hoping we'd kind of avoid some of that, but it looks like a little bit of rain might come, so I'm going to try to get this bivy set up as quickly as I can. It's new. It was a Christmas gift from my boys, and it's something I wanted to try out. I'm going to work on that, and once I get it up, I'll show it to you. I'm not going to show you probably the debacle of me trying to get it up here quick. Okay. I learned a few things about a bivy. Number one, I didn't even realize that the fly was just part of it. There's no fly to put on it, so you lay it out, and there's just 3 poles. Let me show you. So here's the bivy. Of course it's camo, and there's just 2 poles here, and you cross those, and they go in like a basic tent into the footing. And then at the foot, there's one other little pole, and then you just stake out the head and the foot, and you stake out each little attachment point for the poles, and that's it. I'm sure I could probably have it a little bit tighter, but as I was cinching everything down, it was real tight. I didn't want it to rip, so I got it, I think, as tight as I was comfortable the first time. The instructions that came with it, completely useless. Just experience and looking at poles and where they go and how you should do it, that's what got it done. But here, let me turn around and show it to you. So there it is. It's camo. It's got the screen. I got the fly part just open for now, but there she is. I hear a creature. Anyways, I'm gonna go out to the opening over here, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like from there. Treasure. Callaway, number 4. Ouch. So here we go. Here's that opening. The trail is just over there. It's not far at all. But there's where the bivy is. And if you didn't know it was there, I don't think you'd ever see it. There's just enough green on the vegetation, and there's enough brown left from the leaves that it will conceal it perfectly. And let's go back through the thorns. Let's sit down and have a beer. Oh, and did I mention that I hate thorns? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay, well, it started to rain. So I got most of the stuff I need in here. My pack's out there, but that'll be okay. I think we'll just wait a few minutes here and see what happens. But it needs to stop so I can go out and sit. I did have a beer. I left it just outside. I'm gonna grab for it. We're gonna drink it in here. Okay, what do we have? Alaskan Chillin' Cold IPA. Yes, I am a fan of the Alaskan beers. Oh no! Okay, almost a disaster. It was a little shooken up. I think we're okay. I think we'll be okay. There we go. Oh, that's good. Okay. I'm going to drink this and check the weather and hopefully get back out there in a few minutes when the rain stops. Well, there is a glimpse of what I see right now. Lying in the bivy, holding the beer, and the rain has stopped. The wind picked up, and the sky doesn't look so nice now. So I'm just going to give it a minute to see if the rain has truly stopped, and if it has, I'm going to get out. Okay. Advanced bivy training. There we go. Ah, success. Beer drinking in a bivy. Oh, well, it's not pouring, but it's raining enough that I don't want to be out in it. So I'm just chilling in this. It's not so bad. I've got it cracked open on the side, and the way that the zipper's closed, it overhangs, so I can leave it open for some air. And it also has an extension on the front that pulls out and one on the bottom that pulls out. I think what I'm going to have to do though is buy a little mini fan, little battery operated fan that I can put in here for some air movement too. But for now, I'm drinking in a bivy, and I want the rain to stop so I can go out and sit in my chair and drink and make dinner. And I'm going to show you another new piece of equipment that I got for Christmas, and I hope it's going to make a very tasty dinner, but I don't want to sit out and get wet, so we're just going to chill and drink in here, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, the rain has stopped for now, and I'm going to go out and assess how wet it is out there and maybe try to start making dinner and check the weather app again and see how much more rain might be coming. Well, it did rain. I'm dry inside, which is good. There's one of my new things. It's wet, but I have a table. Let me get out and show it to you. Okay, this is one of my new items, my new luxury items. This is from Trekology. It's just a little, it's kind of bronze. I don't know, may come across a little bit more red on the camera, but it's just a little table. It's so light. You know, the weight's not an issue, but it's something to put my beer down on, put down a stove, or anything else I have that I want to have off the ground. It's super nice. Tiny bit of luxury, and it goes a long way. And when I'm sitting next to it, it's even nicer. But I'm a little reluctant to break out the chair. I'm going to though. And if I need to, I can just take the back off. Let me get the chair. All right, here's the new chair. I climb, and of course it's camo. And what I like about it is, if I can get it out, I'll show you. It folds in on each other, all the legs, and then it velcros around it. And there's actually enough room in this bag to get that and the backing of the chair without it being super tight. As most things nowadays, they put not enough space, and it makes it really tough and really hard to use, but this is easy to use. Let me get the chair set up. Okay, there it is. There's the new chair. I like that it has pockets. I can put my phone there, or the camera. If I'm sitting, the back is mesh and ventilated, and the legs are even balled, so they don't really sink in so much into the ground. And then my other chair that I was using can go back to being the very expensive, ultra lightweight backpacking chair that it's meant to be. This one's a little heavier, a little bigger. I wouldn't take it backpacking, but for stealth camping, it's perfect. So I'm relaxing in my new chair. I have my table next to me with my beer on it. But I want to show you my other new toy, and it's right here. Let me turn this around and I'm going to open it up and show you what I got. Okay, this is going to be for cooking. What this is, it's Kenluck is the brand, but this is a little mini charcoal grill that you can put maybe 2 burgers on, 3 or 4 hot dogs, a big steak on it. You can cook it, and right over the charcoal. And so I saw this and I wanted it badly, and I got it for Christmas from my wife and my boys. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it up, and hoping we get to use it and it's not gonna rain, and just put out the fire that I start in here. So let me open it up for you. Just got a clip, and this is hard to do one-handed. So it opens up. Inside we've got these two pieces, but this is the base. You see, you fold those legs out for the stand. You push those down. There you go. And this piece, you slide that one down. And this goes right up here like that. And you can see it sits down. And the charcoal's gonna go down in the bottom part. And then you've got a little grill on the top. And whatever you're cooking goes right there. I'm excited to use this. So I bought a nice small set of metal tongs to use to flip things over with, and I washed it when I got home, put it in the sink to dry, and of course I forgot to grab it. I'm gonna have to get a separate or a different little stuff sack, a little bag to put all this cooking stuff in, just keep it together. I do have a plastic fork I can use to flip what I'm making tonight, which is gonna be a steak sandwich, as long as the rain doesn't start up again. Well, as you can see, I'm back in the bivvy. There's a big chance of rain here coming up. You can probably hear it. And it says 90% for the next hour, next 2 hours. Then we're 30% until 11 o'clock, and then cloudy. So this might be a really late dinner tonight. But that's okay. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay. Back outside of the bivvy. The rain has stopped for the moment. The sun is going to be setting over there not too long from now. It looks like a little bit more rain is possible on the forecast. So I'm going to hold off firing up the new grill until I know for sure it's not going to rain. I'm hungry though. Well, today was 82 here, which is unseasonably warm for this time in April, but I'll take it. And the lows the last few nights have been mid-50s, which if you go a week ago, it was a nice day. I think it was around 60, but the low got to be like 28 or 29. It was really cold. Tonight the low is going to be mid-50s. That's a lot better. All I've got is just a sleeping pad inside the bivvy, and I brought my summer bag, which is like I think it's a 35-degree bag. Probably sleep with it zipped all the way open, but that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm just still really eager to get to cooking. We'll see. Well, while I'm waiting to see if it's going to rain again or not, I think I'll go explore a little closer to that silo and see what it looks like. Got to be a little careful to make sure no one that might be walking the trail sees me. I don't think anyone will see my camp even if they came back through here. But we'll take a little walk over this way. There it is through the trees there. We're going to get a little closer. Oh, now normally I would want to go through that way because it's more concealed, but I don't want to get through that thick stuff. Kind of like walking just through grass. Well, there it is. It's got to be a water tower. It just looks very different than the typical water tower. Right there through the trees. I don't really want to get too close to it because I know the paintball field edges right up to it. And if they're playing still, and I'm in camo, I don't want to get shot or discovered. Plus the access road is open right up to it. And if I get to it, people would be able to see if they were on the trail. Okay, there is a trail that goes up onto a ridge, probably overlooks the quarry back there, the sand pit. I was going to go up and look a little bit more from a higher position at that silo or water tower, but in doing so, I noticed a few structures over there, which I think are part of the paintball field. Like I said, it butts up almost right to it. That access road to it is kind of the boundary. The fence is right along there. And they were playing earlier. Now it rained. I'm assuming they stopped. Maybe they didn't. And if they're still playing like an evening game tonight, I don't want to go up there and get shot with a paintball. You know, I'm in camo. I don't have a mask on. And moreover, I don't want to be discovered because I want to go back and cook and relax now that it seems like the sky looks a little bit nicer up there. Time for dinner. Well, there's the sun a bit, even if it is close to setting. Still nice to get it out. And the sky definitely looks a little bit better. And welcome back to camp. Welcome back to camp. Welcome back to Thorns. And then welcome back to camp. It's kind of like having a booby trap around it, huh? There we go. All right, welcome back to a wet camp. Let's get out the back of the chair and sit. There we go. 7 pieces of charcoal. Probably could have done 6, but I added 1 extra. And we'll let that heat up and die down. Then we'll start cooking. I'm excited. I'm hungry. So I'm sitting here eating a few chips and drinking my beer, waiting for the fire to die down. And I look kind of over where I walked in at, and I caught something out of the corner of my eye. I thought it was people walking dogs. And it was about 10 or 15 turkeys walking by. But for a second there, I thought, uh-oh. Someone's here, they're gonna see me, they're gonna see the fire. But false alarm. Let's get that flame died down and get cooking. Okay, so today I have got just a round steak, black Angus, seasoned with some of my venison seasoning that I like. Yeah, we're gonna get that, oh, sizzles. We're gonna get that right on the little grill. Use that for a garbage bag. I'm gonna let that cook. I did bring a few pieces of provolone to go on it, because what I intend to do is make a sandwich out of these artisan buns that I bought here too. And I brought a little butter to put on top of it as it's cooking as well. All in all, I think it's going to be very delicious, but it's going to take a little bit to cook. So that's on the grill. Second beer's being enjoyed. Sky is good and then not, and then good and then not. So I'm hoping it holds off long enough for this to cook and for me to eat. But it feels good to be out. Once again, in the woods on a stealth camp. Thanks for joining me. If you've made it this far, please subscribe, hit the like, throw a comment, And oh boy, that's going to be delicious. We'll check back in a little bit. It's looking pretty good. Not too much longer, and that sandwich will be in my mouth and then my gut. Okay, well, there is the steak and provolone sandwich, seasoned and buttered. Let's see how it is. Mmm. 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 That's delicious. I almost brought hot dogs tonight to try for the first time on this new grill. And then I thought, yeah, let's do something a little bit better. This is good. Mm. Juicy. Oh, gosh, a good meal when you're out makes all the difference. I know that just from backpacking. I have such a hard time because I can't do mountain house meals. I just can't stomach them. So I have to get really inventive in the things that I bring when I'm gone for a number of days. But for one night, I can get as fancy as I want now. I'm gonna finish this, finish my beer, and I'll get back to you after that. Well, that was a delicious sandwich. I'm very impressed with that grill. I thought maybe I could have added a few more pieces of charcoal to it, but I could cook another steak on there right now. It worked out just fine with 7. That's going to be great for future meals, burgers and chicken wings. That's going to happen. Geez, whatever you can grill, I'm going to try it. And not just hot dogs or sausages. I mean, those are good and they have their place, but I'm going to go crazy and expand on this. Now I just got to let them die out, dump it out once it's cool, and pack it up. But I'm just going to chill here and relax a little bit. It definitely could rain again, but it's not right now. So I'm just going to enjoy the night. Even a night out in the rain in the woods beats any day at work. Absolutely. So stay with me. I'll check back in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Well, I've got a few more beers, but I actually also brought a Werner's, which is a tasty beverage. One of my favorite pops. That's loud. Every time you do that in the woods, it's loud. I'm gonna enjoy this. Oh, I love a Werner's. Oh. Well, it hasn't rained anymore. I haven't heard anything else but crickets and frogs. I can see just a few lights through the trees, which are the houses behind the trail. So everything's going well. I needed another night out, you know. Work and driving, it just gets to you, and you need some time out in the woods. It's good for the body, it's good for the soul, it's good for the mind, it's good for everything.
You just need it. I need it, at least. I'm going to enjoy this Vernors. And after a little bit, I'm going to go head into the Bivy and open the sleeping bag and lay down.
Well, it's just about that time. I don't even know if I'm going to use the sleeping bag tonight. It's quite warm inside this bivvy. Got the pillow out and the sleeping pad, and I'm going to get some sleep and pack up in the morning. Catch you guys then. Good morning, everyone. I remember why I sleep in a hammock and not on the ground. Yeah, my back is kind of killing me. But the bivvy itself worked just fine. Oof. There's moisture. I read about that. And there is a lot of moisture right above where my face is, where I breathe. So I think a small little fan, little battery operated fan to circulate air would be needed to use this again. But I'm going to get out, I'm going to break camp, pack this up. I'm going to have to dry this stuff out when I get home. But, yeah, it was a nice night. It didn't rain anymore. Just a little uncomfortable for my back. Okay. So after getting up and getting out of the bivvy, there's more than just a little condensation. There's quite a bit in there. So definitely the next time I try this, like I said, I'm going to investigate little fans. I saw one that hangs that I almost bought before I even did this, but there's nothing on top for me to latch it onto. So it's going to have to be just a small one that could sit and circulate the air. But yeah, lots of condensation. Okay, let's get packed up. Okay, camp is broken, ready to go. You can see the dry spot where the bivvy sat, and actually no water came in underneath it. And actually when it rained, no water came in from the top either. All the water inside the bivvy sack was from condensation. Definitely got to work on that, but I'm going to get my pack on. I got my bag and my garbage ready to go. I'm going to hike out and get going. Goodbye to that camp. Here we go. Short little walk right over there, down, across the trail to the car, and we'll be complete. Now with any luck, I'll pop out on the trail without anybody there. It's definitely a lot nicer walking in just through a field. Actually one that's been cut too, so it's not insanely long than it is walking in through a lot of thick stuff. Okay, here we go. Excellent. No one behind me, and now I don't care if someone's in front of me, but there's no one there either. So, short walk to the car, if it's still there. Hopefully it's still there. It'll still be there. Well, there's my car. So this will conclude episode 2 of the Fellowship of Stealth, where you guys are following my stealth camping and backpacking adventures. That's going to happen this year. Once again, if you've made it this far, subscribe, like, do all that jazz. And here's a shout out to the drunkenness monster who reminded me that I forgot to end my video accurately the first episode. So until next time, I am the teller of tales and the drinker of ales, and I camp in stealth because it's good for my health. And I got my sunglasses this time, didn't lose them. Catch you guys next time.